Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Favors and Gobert, the tough pair inside. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do, and that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
Kept alive. Gobert dishes to Favors. And they're running. Here's Poole. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
He had stolen by Ingles. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw drops for Mitchell.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Now here's Brooks. From outside, off the mark. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And what a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Yes, that goes in. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball.
Oh, that was something else.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Poole. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Here's what Montreal's going with right now. Roby's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Then for the Jazz, Omari Spellman has come in for Favors. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got 9.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
And that one goes long. Jazz leading by 4. Pulls up on the wing. Missed it, shooting 50% at 3 for 6. Here's Poole. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Conley against Rondo. Pass to Clarkson. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why. Still, I expect him to make one of those.
Snatched up. Outside for Rondo. Takes the 3. Hits it from three-point range.
Better outside when he gets into a rhythm or when he gets his feet set. Rondo's smart at knowing when to fire.
Clarkson against Brooks. Shots good by Clarkson.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Nice shot by Brooks. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Mitchell outside. Lets the three fly. Roby with the rebound. Down low. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Back right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Utah, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Thomas. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Spellman in at center. Now Montreal moving it up. And Rondo with the basket on the assist by Green. Rondo's got the lead up to 7 now for Montreal. On offense, here are the Jazz. Now, here's Clarkson. Outside Thomas. Clarkson surveying the floor. It's rebounded by Montreal. And up the floor again for Montreal, running the court. Jackson gets the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Jazz trail by 9. Parsons outside, fires for 3, drills the three-pointer. Parsons got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Superb at firing off the catch. Give Parsons any sort of separation, and he'll exploit it.
The shot by Rondo is no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Stolen. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Derek Favors checked in for the Jazz. Joe Ingles comes in for Clarkson. Thomas passes to Ingles. Back to Thomas. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
And the basket by Jackson.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Poked loose. Stolen by Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Ingles. All sorts of time. Brissett grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Shots good by Green.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
It's good.
Now, that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
From the arc. Outside for Jackson. A 3-ball. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Thomas passes to Niang. It's rebounded by Montreal. 35 seconds left in the first half.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Jazz trail by 17. to the middle. It's intercepted. For the three. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 4 assists in the game.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Niang, guarded by Green. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
The Jazz shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
Mitchell with it from deep 3-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Montreal.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Well, for Montreal, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, it comes down to confidence. From the opening tip.
And that'll do.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for Montreal. Ilyasova out there with Dylan Brooks. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Dinwiddie in at the 1. Brooks. Good work there as it goes. Brooks has got the first points of the second half up on the board for Montreal. Jazz trail by 21. And for Utah, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Ingles outside with Favors at power forward. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And Montreal making a change here. Roby's checked in. Utah also making some changes. Omari Spellman comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Joe Ingles. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
Goes back up. Roby the pass to Jang. Here's Poole. Buries the long-range jumper. Poole's got 12 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Spellman with the bucket.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Gobert against Jang. Here's Poole. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Utah. Here's Clarkson. Brooks grabs the board. Montreal leading by 23. Roby. Gobert with the block. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. No good on the triple. To the wing right side. And Poole gets it to go. He's got 14.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
So for Montreal, Brissett's checked in, and it's Green in for Brooks. And Utah with a change here, too. Thomas checked in for Mike Conley. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Thomas against Rondo. Back to Clarkson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Roby. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And how good is Rondo in terms of the focus at the rim? Doesn't matter how much contact there is. He's just got that ability to finish.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Frank Jackson, he's checked in for Montreal. Then for the Jazz, Chandler Parsons comes in for Amari Spellman. And it's George Niang in for Jordan Clarkson.
And far from just a jump shooter, Parsons also has the touch down low when needed.
Stolen away. In transition, here come the Jazz. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And he jams it with authority.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Mitchell looking it over. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And the coaching staff loves this. Mitchell being assertive on offense and just imposing his will.
From deep, Green. And another 3 for Montreal.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Niang. Gobert down low. Off target with that shot. And so it's Montreal in complete command. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Utah. We've got Ilyasova. Rajon Rondo is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's House in at the 3 slot. Here's Mitchell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Kicks it out to Mitchell. High post shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Mitchell's got 11 points here in just the second half. Rondo passes to Caldwell-Pope. And Rajon Rondo, the basket on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
And you got to be up a little bit more on Rondo, capable of draining those kind of jumpers.
Mitchell wide open. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Ilyasova can't hit.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Montreal. And here is Thomas. Pass to Niang. Back to Thomas. And there's a whistle. That goes on Daniel House. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Caldwell Pope kicks to Dinwiddie. Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Dinwiddie's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Out to the wing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. We've got 1:28 left to play in the final quarter. Thomas. Sweet little floater. Thomas got his first basket of the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Montreal.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And on the year, this will turn out to be win number 34 for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
Here's Thomas. Got a piece of it. Dinwiddie with the steal. 46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Passes to Azubuike. And here's Montreal. They're on a 16-4 run. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Fast break. Here come the Jazz for the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Niang. So we see Montreal get the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do.